Good evening, good day, everybody. Just jumping on here real quick because I'm finding that homeschooling and entrepreneurship, say hello to the people. Homeschooling and entrepreneurship go hand in hand. With homeschooling, you have flexibility when it comes to curriculum. That's what you teach. You have flexibility when it comes to methods. That's how you teach. And you have flexibility when it comes to your schedule, which is when you teach. And it's the same with entrepreneurship. You have flexibility over what type of work you do, how you do your work, and when you do your work. And today is actually a prime example of that. Technically, it's still winter, but we have a really warm day. And because of our flexible schedule, we were able to just rearrange some things. And we are actually out here at a park. He's saying, show everybody. It's kind of dark. Can you see? I can't see the boys. You can see the boys?
Yeah.
You got them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're playing ball now, but the first thing we did was come out and play tennis. And there are a couple of lessons that I wanted to share that rang true with me today. One is you have to get out and get in the game. Like I said, we came out to play tennis. And here, pass me that racket. Pass me my racket. One of the reasons we were able to, oh boy. Thank you. One of the reasons we were able to play is because I mentioned in an earlier video that we go to early morning tennis. That's how the kids are getting their phys ed requirements in. So they allow the parents to come out and play too. So I was really in there trying to hustle and do some
lost.
stuff. They were saying everybody get in ready position. That's when you're holding your racket and your feet are moving. Can I do my? Your feet are moving, and I was really running to try to get the balls, but for some reason my balls were not making it over the fence. For more often than it should have been, my balls were not making it over the fence. So I was just there, and one of the head administrators just quietly walks over to me, doesn't say a word, and then hands me the racket. And she said, "It's the racket." And then walked away and just left me. It was brand new, still had the cover on it. I left this tag on, just the tag was still on it, and I left the tag on just because it's sentimental to me. Because that was a great lesson to say sometimes you just gotta be out there and get in the game. You never know who is watching you, ready to bless you with things you don't even realize you need. I was using, pass me your racket. Gotta put the little ones to work. I was using a little kiddie racket like this, and it wasn't providing me the power, and I couldn't explain it, but the first time I hit with the racket that they loaned me, I was like, what a difference it makes. So my first lesson to share is whatever it is you're doing in life, get out there, get in the game, just start. You never know who might be available to help you finish. As an aside, another reason we're playing tennis, because this one dances very well. I mean, I think she is kinesthetically gifted. She really knows how to move, and it's really, I think it is a gift. But I'm like, well, how do you dance for Jesus? I haven't figured that one out. But then I'm like, but David danced, so maybe there's a way to do it, and I just haven't figured it out. The ball was coming straight towards me, but my son caught it. So I figured we would come out here. I'm thinking of a college scholarship for her. And I'm saying maybe she can transfer some of that kinesthetic movement and coordination and apply it towards tennis. So I came out especially so I could hit with her. And shout out to my niece and namesake, Ketch, because she started very young, maybe even younger than my daughter, and started out the same way, just hitting. And about 2 years ago or so, when I visited, I watched her while she was being coached, private coaching. And I had never seen such high-level play, high-level performance play, at least not in my family, not really in the Nigerian community that I grew up with. So exposure is key. And thank you for showing that to me, Ketch. Who knows where it'll go, but just another opportunity to explore the possibilities. And the last lesson I've learned is that entrepreneurship makes you a thinker and a problem solver. During this COVID season, I've actually been enlarging my territory and expanding my practice. In fact, I got my hands on a little seed money, and over the weekend I plan to purchase some estate planning software which will allow me to draft wills and trusts and serve my clients more efficiently. In fact, one of the first things I'm going to do is update my own estate plan. I think in the Nigerian community, oral tradition is kind of big. We pass down our expectations and desires by word of mouth. We communicate. I guess maybe it's even an African thing. And sometimes the more I speak, people are like, yeah, no, it's a Haitian thing too. It's a Hispanic thing too. We're all the same. We're all the same. But sometimes we just pass that on. And oral tradition is a great way to pass down wisdom and knowledge. I think now it's time to build on that by reducing some things to writing. Sometimes people say, well, I don't have any money. What do I need an estate plan for? But do you have any children? It doesn't take money to have a conversation with your family or a trusted friend or your children's godparents and say, if anything ever happens to me, I would like you to take care of my child or my children. Is that something that we can arrange? And if that's the case, you reduce that to writing. That's not a transfer of money, but it makes sure that a very important asset in your life is well cared for. Same thing with your health. And we're seeing in this day and age, a person's health can change at the drop of a dime. It doesn't cost anything. Oh, thank you. This little one came and passed me mine. Thank you. It doesn't cost anything to have a conversation and say, in case I'm ever placed in a position where I'm not able to make health decisions for myself. These are my wishes and my desires. Can I put you down as my healthcare proxy to make those types of decisions for me? It doesn't cost anything to even put together a living will, which is in the event I need like end of life type treatment. These are my desires. So estate planning is more than just passing on personal belongings and cash. You can pass down wisdom. You can pass down your expectations and desires and make sure other things are in place. Okay, it's literally time to go. You see that little one in the back. So I just wanted to share that because I'm finding that homeschooling, entrepreneurship, and estate planning are 3 tools that we can use to make sure our houses are in order and to provide stability for our families, especially in these shifting times. All right, little one here is already saying bye, so we're not going to make this long. That's all for now. Until next time.